Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken. Down back shy of the 20.
Check 390! 390! Check 52, come on! I'm coming. Hey, Delta! Check 37, check 37.
On first down, Taylor. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Check, block 54, block 54. Defense wins championships, man. Hey, Delta! Five. Hey, only get done!
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rivers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
46. General West. Hurry.
On 2nd down, Love. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Check 53, check 53, you ain't going to line 40, easy, little work. Hey, check 4. Motion.
Open man is Anderson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Go. 47, check line 47. Let's go, D. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go, Mexico. 27, Mike, 47. Feel good, night.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the carry, it's Love. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Go.
Going to give it to Love. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Hey, Delta! Hey, go orange. Orange. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 25. Check hot route. Hot. Kill. Q. Red Delta. Hey, orbit.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Still 180, block 15. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Kill. Hey, easy. Check three. Hey, go orange. Orange. Safety cream. Split.
On third down, Taylor. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
11.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Watch quick. Check 43. Monday.
On first down, here's Love. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
622. It's our time. It's our time. Check 13. Alert flare. 11Z. 11.
From the 39, Luck. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Red Delta. Alpha. Hey, Alpha. Kill. Turn it up. Whip. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Throwing Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
Slam. Orange 5-4.
From the gun, Rivers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Run 80.
At the 35-yard line.
Load it.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, exit.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ground 80. 54 Mike. Target. Switch. Behind.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Okay. Black 15. 0. Watch the screen. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Rivers is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot. You got tight right there. Chance. 36. Out. Kill. Keep it skinny. Hey. Get on.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jam. Motion. Mike, 50.
On 1st down, Love. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time that...
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The tight end Seth DeValve, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce and he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Right there, Brown, 80. Set, 180. I'm coming. 12. Shoot. Check 50. Hey, watch it.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bang. Shift. Watch twist. Hey, Delta. He's checking crap. Hey, I want to go look behind.
Now Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 53, check 53. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Go ahead. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Luck again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
53, Mike. Hatchet. Pick the X. Come. Watch it.
Here's Locke. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 99. Slam. He's coming. Double up. Hey, check. Slam. Check motion.
Luck throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Set, 390.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hey, Rocket.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Set, 180.
Mike, check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Red, red.
6 guys.
White.
6 guys.
Hey, zoom.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Load it. Load it.
Rivers now from the 50. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check out. 380.
Bandit. Bandit. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check.
12, 12, 12.
54. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check. 53's mine.
Y'all not ready.
Play.
Now Luck. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
6 yards. First down, Panthers.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Open man is Samuel, complete. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Long. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
All right.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing his Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Ricky.
A shotgun snap for Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging down to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Love again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
61, matchbox, light. Hey, check 24. 11. Kill.
Mike's 54.
On third down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
Right there, right? 9-5-4. Here we go again.
Here's Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Delta!
At the 38-yard line.
Now Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Zero. Jump. Hey, Rocket. Hey, ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey,
Rivers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, Brown 80! Load it! 54. We own it! Left! Load it! 54, load it! Check. Watch 54. 5. Let's go, let's bring it! Mike's 54!
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike. Red! Hey, orbit! Check. Mike's 59! Hey!
They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This could potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
We'll see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days.
And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
You. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Load it.
Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give running right is Love. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Colts 6-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this